pivotal. Get a feeling, they say my ego is some pinnacle. You gon' make it rain, they gon' get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
So here's the former UFC lightweight champion, Frankie. Edgar beat BJ Penn to win the belt back in 2010. Competed at featherweight for a while as well, but this was really a guy, DC, who popularized competing at the natural weight before it became all the rage.
Yeah, he just didn't want to cut weight. He told me also that because his kid wrestles, he won't make his kid cut weight because he doesn't cut weight. Why should he make him do something he won't do? But he fought where he felt most comfortable. He was not draining himself, and by not draining yourself to get on the scale, Frankie was able to fight with a pace that a lot of those 155-pound guys could not match. Frankie's a phenomenal wrestler, wrestled at Clarion University, coached at Rutgers University, but has developed striking under Mark Henry that is as good as anybody in the organization.
And when you bury him, what does he do? He comes back and shows you a vintage performance. Got knocked out by Brian Ortega, came back to dominate Cub Swanson just about 6 weeks later. Frankie Edgar back on the proving ground here tonight. Well, if he is not the greatest UFC featherweight champion in the promotion's history, he is certainly on the short list. That 13-fight winning streak that he put together at 145 pounds, likely something, DC, that will never be duplicated in this division.
Yes, it'll be very tough because it's such a tough division. The guys that he had to beat in order to go on a 13-fight win streak was unbelievable. It was unreal to see the names on that list that Max Holloway beat. But the crowning moment was when he beat Jose Aldo twice to win and keep his UFC featherweight championship, and then he only topped that in the destruction of Brian Ortega. Max Holloway is one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter, 145 pounds has ever seen.
And with respect to Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, and anybody else, the UFC featherweight record books read like Max Holloway's Wikipedia page. We'll see if he can add to that total here tonight. The tape for this featherweight fight. We set it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Frankie, the Answer, Edgar! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max Holloway.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we go. Two of the best featherweights in the world at present. Frankie Edgar, Max Holloway. They fought at UFC 240. They run it back here tonight.
This is going to be a phenomenal fight. Frankie Edgar has long wanted to fight champion Max Holloway.
We'll see if he can finish. And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Edgar's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground.
Let's go. Get to his back now.
Rear naked choke.
Got it very tight.
Trying to get under the chin. Oh, wow, he got out and melted it.
What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking whenever he was beat so greatly by that rear naked choke. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Oh, heavy shots raining down.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
This work, I'll stand this up. You need to work.
Gotta watch his neck.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
He's got the choke in.
Working on Ezekiel choking. He somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're gonna get submitted. He didn't panic.
All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Edgar. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Saved by the bell. That's the end of the round. You heard the horn, and it came just as he was stunned by a huge shot right before the end of the round. So, saved by the bell. Back to the stool. 60 seconds with which to recover. We'll see if his corner can keep his head in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, DC, here we go. Round two. How good is this? Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar. Holloway's kick is blocked. Oh, Edgar comes in and lands, and now he gets out. This is a hard guy to get a beat on, DC, I would think, because he's there and then he's not. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, that gilly is cut. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Edgar's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Both fighters.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. There you go. There you go.
Edgar's in half guard. Just over 2 minutes to go. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Holloway.
Nice.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You've got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early.
Edgar's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, big shots here.
He passes to half guard.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. 2 rounds in the books.
Stop.
Heading back to the corner after that round. Edgar's face is just masked in blood. I'm not sure if there's anything the cut man or woman can do in this situation. Probably not going to be able to stave off the doctor. This could very well be the end of the fight. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
3rd round underway. Oh, solid kick right there. Edgar's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside physician right there. They might stop this fight. Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Blocks that kick to the body. Oh,
Fight
big
back.
elbow.
Fight back.
Oh, there it is. That's that one, that right hand.
Outstanding knee to the body there. He's the taller fighter. Might as well put that size to good use, and he certainly did so there. Oh, he lands another. Oh, he's got him hurting here. Holloway not having it. Immediately gets the underhook. Oh, effective strike from the clinch there by Holloway. Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking.
It's like a fairy tale. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and his opponent isn't doing much to try and deter him and really mess with the game plan.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Edgar. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. And very effective with the ground and pound. Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Holloway.
You need to work out this position.
About 2 minutes here to go in round 3. Oh, that rear naked choke is tight.
Oh, he's got the choke! He's got the choke! It's over!
He's gonna do it!
Oh, my goodness!
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 22 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Max Blessed Holloway.
All right, so Max Holloway, your winner by submission here tonight. Had a couple of wins by guillotine coming in, but this is not usually his method of victory.
This is not how Max Holloway normally gets done. But it's a great sight to see if you're Team Holloway, because it shows that he's evolving. It shows that he's getting better, and it shows that even though he's been the champion, even though he's been in the game for a while, he has not rested on his laurels. He's continued to improve, and it's starting to show in his performances in the octagon.
He did tell us he submits you in EA Sports UFC all the time.
He never beat me. I kicked his ass. Oh, I use himself. His character is so juiced, it's crazy.
Well, one of you guys is lying, and fighters lie all the time. So maybe both of you.